In this video, I'm excited to walk you through our next generation platform, MyAssays2.com. If you're already familiar with our current service, MyAssays.com, you'll feel right at home. We'll start by revisiting the key features you already know, and I'll guide you through a step-by-step example of how to use the platform. From there, we'll highlight the powerful new features we've added, and finally, we'll look at how MyAssays.com and MyAssays2.com work together. First, let's cover how to access MyAssays2.com. Simply navigate to MyAssays2.com and log in with your MyAssays.com credentials. To access our most popular assays, click on the menu icon in the top left corner. For this walkthrough, we'll use the 4-parameter Logistic 4PL curve protocol in MyAssays2.com. This has been designed to feel familiar, closely matching the functionality of the popular existing 4PL tool in MyAssays.com. In the new user interface, you can see a slightly different arrangement, but familiar content. The description appears to the left of the screen, and you can press the X at the top right corner to minimize this information. The analysis tabs show the measurements, microplate layout, standard concentration, dilution factors, sample IDs, and Run Notes tabs, the same information you're used to seeing in the existing MyAssays.com 4PL tool. MyAssays2.com does offer some enhancements to these analysis tabs. Import compatibility has been expanded to include further data file types, including many proprietary reader formats. You can copy and paste your data directly into the pad or select Choose File to upload your measurement data file. The pad data also shows a plate layout overlay. In the Standard Concentrations, Dilution Factors, and Sample IDs tab, you'll now find visual feedback in the layout on the right-hand side of the screen. This will show you which sample is currently being edited. Once you've configured your assay for your specific run, we'll calculate our results. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the Calculate button next to the Report Type drop-down box. In MyAssays2.com, you can select to calculate the report as PDF or as Excel. Let's first calculate as PDF. I'll also pop back over to MyAssays.com and calculate there as well so we can compare the outputs. In MyAssays.com, we have an interactive chart that we can open, adding sample types to the curve by clicking at the top of the screen. We can also optionally remove any outliers by clicking on a point and flagging it. Opening the report, we can see our results with the curve chart, parameters, standard table, and sample table. Selecting Printer Friendly opens a report that can be neatly printed, and selecting Export to Excel allows us to open the report in Excel. Over in MyAssays2.com, we can see two new windows have appeared, the interactive chart and the PDF report. Opening the interactive chart, you can also add sample types to the curve by clicking at the top of the screen. And again, you can flag and remove outliers in the same way as the MyAssays.com interactive chart. But with this chart, you'll see some additional information appearing below. The curve fit equation solved for y and x, and the r-squared value. Opening the report, you'll see a richer PDF report when compared to the legacy MyAssays.com report, with our curve chart, curve fit parameters, and an additional validation table reporting pass or fail for two conditions. R-squared is greater than 0.9 and %CV is less than 15. Below the chart, you'll see the curve data table with additional information about the calibrators, including the %CV and % accuracy. Next, you'll see a sample table displaying the results for our other sample types, and finally, an operator signature line at the bottom. Let's recalculate our report in Excel by minimizing the PDF report and updating the report type drop-down box to Excel. I'll press Recalculate, and you'll see our interactive chart remains the same, but opening the report, you can see our results are contained on two separate sheets, the Results sheet and the Fit Details sheet. The Results sheet shows the same information as the PDF report, with the addition of value bars for the average concentration times dilution factor and %CV columns. Opening the Fit Details sheet, you'll see further information about the fit, including the limits of quantification, coefficient values, goodness measures, and the curve fit equations solved for y and x with and without the calculated parameters. If we download this file to Excel, we'll see some enhancements when compared to the legacy MyAssays.com Excel report. This report contains additional information spread across 2 sheets, and the exported objects are native Excel objects, meaning that you can edit your curve chart to contain further information, like a chart title. In the report pane, we've discussed the Download PDF or Download Excel options, but you'll also see a Download for MyAssays desktop option. MyAssays2.com is built on MyAssays desktop technology, meaning that if you're a user of MyAssays desktop, you can download results and protocol files from MyAssays2.com directly to your PC for continued offline usage and evaluation. To download a protocol file, simply select the arrow appearing directly to the right-hand side of the assay name and select to download the MyAssays desktop protocol. Not only can you download protocols and results, but you can also create custom protocol files in MyAssays desktop and publish them to MyAssays2.com, allowing you to share your custom analysis protocol with colleagues so they can perform your custom analysis directly online without the need to have MyAssays desktop installed. This makes analysis customization and collaboration a breeze. In addition to these enhancements in analysis and reporting, another feature added to MyAssays2.com is inter-assay analysis. Opening your home page, you'll see a list of your results performed. In this account, I've run 10 BGP assays. We can view the results of any of these runs by selecting the View Results option. To perform inter-assay analysis, I'll select the runs I'd like to include. These can be selected individually, or you can select all by enabling the topmost checkmark. You can also filter by date, time, or assay type if you'd like to include a subset of runs. Once I've selected the results for inclusion, I'll press Inter-Assay Analysis. And here we can specify the observation to track. I'd like to create a chart displaying the results of Control 1 across all of my selected runs, so I'll leave the observation set to the default and press Create Report. Once our inter-assay report is generated, we can see the chart displaying the results of our 10 selected runs, with observations in blue, the mean plotted as a solid black line, and the 1 and 2 SD lines in dashed red. Below the control chart, you'll see a table listing the observations. To summarize the new features we've discussed that are available in MyAssays2.com, we've added enhancements to importing, supporting new data types and proprietary reader formats. We've added richer reporting in both PDF and Excel formats. We covered an example of working with the general 4PL curve. But in addition to common curve fitting applications and ELISA assays, we've added further support for a wider range of applications, including multiplex, RIA, parallel line analysis, kinetic, spectral, etc. MyAssays2.com also includes inter-assay analysis features and integration with MyAssays desktop. Lastly, let's cover the specifics of working with these 2 platforms. MyAssays.com will remain available in parallel. MyAssays.com and MyAssays2.com are separate platforms, and your data and results will remain separate. So results analyzed on MyAssays.com are not available in your MyAssays2.com homepage, and vice versa. Your account, however, is shared between the 2 platforms. Your email address and login information is the same on both platforms, and your analysis credits can be used across both. If you have any questions about MyAssays2.com or the new features available, please email us at support@myassays.com.